Hey, techies, welcome or welcome back to kaetalkstech. So, today I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do, or one of the things you may need to do to get a new job. So, you say you want a new job, and sometimes I wonder, do you really? You need to understand that the job market has changed, and there's so many unemployed people that employers are just asking for crazy requirements, right? We want somebody who's a business analyst and a product owner and a project manager and a product manager. Oh, by the way, do you code too? That actually happened to me. And I was like, no, I don't code anymore. Business analysts and product managers don't code. Oh, well, the manager said to just ask. Really? Well, why didn't you just put that in your job requirement and not waste my time and yours? But I digress. I digress. Here's the thing, because there's so many people unemployed, employers really can get the exact thing they want sometimes, right? And sometimes some of those requirements are just a wish list. And then sometimes some of those requirements are things that the recruiter added because they just know the environment that the employer has includes those skills. It may not be something you actually need. And all of those have happened to me. So, what I do and what you should do is if you get a requirement that you have everything except one or two tools, are those tools you can learn real quick? I mean, you're in tech, you're scrappy, you know how to learn some new software, right? So, for instance, I got a requirement one time and they wanted someone who knew Calibra. Now, I had never used Calibra, but it's a software tool, right? So, I'm not going to be intimidated by a software tool. I had to talk to myself first, so you can do it too. And I went into the site. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put my resume in for this, and then I'm going to learn that tool over the weekend. And if I get called, I'm ready. And that's exactly what I did. And did I learn it down to the, you know, every single teeny tiny function it has? No. But I got enough that I could have a working knowledge of it. And really, with a tool, most of the time, that's all you're going to need. Um, and it was pretty simple. So I started by Googling about the tool. How simple is it to use? I usually see if Reddit has anybody talking about it. I will ask AI what it thinks about it. Um, and between the three of those, I'll decide if this is something I can pick up in a few hours. And if it is, I'll go for it. Sometimes I might go to one of the MOOCs, that's like Udemy or edX or Coursera, and take a quick class because some classes are just like a few hours. So, in a Saturday afternoon or early morning or late Friday night, when you're staying up late and living your best life, watching YouTube videos, you could pull that up and just, do a couple of hours on that, or an hour, and, a few hours each day over the weekend, and it's done. So you got to be a little bit scrappy. So, for instance, if you're a technical business analyst, right, and you saw a requirement for a data analyst. Now, they're not asking for ETL, they're not asking for coding. This this is the data analyst where they really want you more to look through the data and have an understanding of what the data means, right? If you're a technical business analyst or a business system analyst and you have a SQL skill, you can probably segue your way into that. Even if it's a even if it's a business domain that they want you to know, how deep is the experience that you need, right? Because you can go to AI and tell it, give me a quick primer on X, right? So start thinking about jobs in those terms because it's highly competitive and you got to bring your A game. So don't let a couple of small requirements keep you from pursuing something that you otherwise know you would be perfect for, right? So that's just a tip for you in your job search today. And keep watching because I'm working on that job search masterclass. So the way it's shaping up right now in the masterclass, we're going to freshen up your resume. We're going to do your LinkedIn profile. We're going to work on your elevator pitch and some other things too. So stay in touch um, and come back again when we will continue to talk tech. Bye.